back to my channel. Today we are doing a plan with me featuring this like home kit from Goddess Studio. I guess it's home for me because I play board games at home, I do cleaning at home, there's a double box scene where there's like a desk and stuff, so I don't know what it's exactly called, but for me it is the home kit. I used a black and white kit from Synyster Designs that pretty much was the exact same but just the black and white version, and it was really tricky because I didn't have many black and white washi tapes that goes with it, whereas this one I had 3 perfectly suited washi tape that I put down the bottom because I didn't like the washi tape that came with the kit, and as you can see there, that's the Synyster Designs kit. And I tried to copy it the exact same, so had the computer box where the computer box was, and had the double box scene where the double box scene was, and yeah, I love both of the kits. I just preferred this one because I had more washi tape that fitted it, if that makes sense. But yeah, I am so happy to be back in a planner groove. Now I'm trying to make a quote box for the top, so I use the washi tape and then use a quote box from Supernova stickers, but I must have like put it on slightly wrong, and because it's clear you can't remove it, otherwise you'll take up some of the background, so I had to keep going with what I'd done, so it looks a little bit shit, but that's alright. It ended up working out okay in the end. It doesn't fully fit because I must have put the sticker, it's not quite in the middle, so it really stuffs with my OCD, but that's okay. I love Goddess Studio stuff. She's got beautiful paper, but lately I've been having a little bit of difficulty getting her stuff off the page. Like, I don't know whether some of the cut lines are a bit shit, or yeah, I just find that when I'm finished with the kit, I have all these little strands left over from when I'm trying to pick up stickers. They don't fully come off, so I have to like rip them or get them off in a specific way, if that makes sense. No hate to Vicky at all, like stickers are a tricky thing to make and I absolutely love her stuff and I'll keep buying from it, but sometimes the cuts aren't quite awesome, if that makes sense. So this is the week of the 13th to the 19th of July, so I've just come back up from Melbourne and I'm not quite, or I am in my new house. So this is the first full week in my new house, so that makes sense as to why I'm using this kit. So my old job wanted me to work on the Monday, so I did, and it took me 40 minutes to cross the border. So to give you a bit of insight, I live in East Albury and it takes me 15 minutes max to get from my house to work, and on the way back it would have taken me 40 minutes plus the normal 15 minutes, so it was almost an hour to cross the border because of the border closures. If you don't know about the border closures, this was when it was less strict, so it meant that border residents could cross the border and it'd be fine, but now they're saying that you must have a reason to cross the border and it must only be for work or for medical reasons, because some of the hospitals, so the hospital in Albury doesn't have baby deliveries, so my friend that's pregnant, she has to go to Wodonga to deliver a baby, or she has to go to Wagga, which is an hour and a half away, so it's a bit tricky. Albury Wodonga is considered a twin city, like it's not a separate, they're not separate entities. Like if you live in Wodonga and you work in Albury, like that's completely normal. Or like me, I lived in Albury and worked in Wodonga, like that's so normal. And then this border closure was just stuffing everyone up. But I think that was one of the only times I've ever had to go across with the border issues recently. So I think there's only been about 4 or 5 times. So I'm not doing it on a daily basis compared to my mate Zach, who lives in Wodonga and is coming across every single day, and he has to allow like an hour to 2 hours every day to get across at like 7 o'clock in the morning. It's just nuts. I did a bit of grocery shopping and I did some meal prep, and then I had a bit of a nice me time on the Monday night. Tuesday, I just did a fuck ton of errands. Like, I'll get my Hobonichi out just for me to recall what I was doing on that day. So that would have been the 14th of July. Like, I had to move boxes and move uni books. I did a load of washing. I had to pick up stuff from Dylan's place. I had to do all these different things, and I just thought, run errands, that's a good enough sticker that covers everything that I did. I also cut my finger and had to go to the ED, just casually. I was opening a packet of cheese with a knife, and me being the very smart and educated woman that I am, I stabbed my finger and profusely started bleeding and had to go to the emergency room. So yeah, that day I had 3 stitches, a COVID swab, and a tetanus shot. So for the next 2 days I was in isolation. I pretty much just watched Avatar and played Animal Crossing. Like, I didn't do that much things that were exciting, and then on the Thursday I got cleared, so that was exciting, and then I got to walk around East Albury with my mate Zach. But yeah, when I was in ISO, I was productive, and I did the dishes, and I vacuumed the house, and I got my internet and Chromecast set up, so that was very good. It's very important to have internet in these times. Yeah, it was really... I've had 2 COVID swabs now. That one was just because I'd recently come up from Melbourne. So when I came up, Melbourne wasn't in lockdown, Frankston wasn't a hotspot, and they weren't telling people to isolate if they'd been to Melbourne. But when I went to the ED, and then I said I was in Melbourne 12 days ago, they're like, right, we need to do a COVID swab just in case. I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense. So if I was told to isolate, I would have prior, but I wasn't, so I isolated when I was told to, kind of thing. Oh yeah, there's the band-aid with my very sore finger. At the moment, so I'm talking to you on the 3rd of August, and it's looking really good. There's healing well, there's really hardly any redness. It looks a bit weird, but yeah, just a little bit of altered sensation. I'm pretty happy. I signed up to a gym recently, about 3 or 4 days ago, so not in the week that I'm showing you, but I'm just telling you guys I signed up to a gym, and I'm very, very happy that I have, except I have a friend who's studying to be a personal trainer, and like, yes, I'm a physio, I should know how to do all those exercises, but like, I work with people that are 40 years and above who need to get back to baseline, rather than working with people that are already at baseline and want to improve. So it's a little bit of I'm not confident with it. And so yeah, my mate's helping me out. And I worked out on Thursday, and I'm doing my voice recording on Sunday, and I am still sore. Like, I am walking like I need to wear high heels. Like, my calves are that sore. I can't have my heels on the ground if my leg is straight. It is a very weird sensation. Like, I've had DOMs in my quads before, and in my hamstrings, and in my glutes, but never in my calves. So, I mean, they are an issue for me in that they're weak, and that has been now shown that they're weak. But yeah, I'm really excited to get back to the gym and working out. I was, at the start of this year, going to a actual personal trainer, but that was $100 a week. And like, yes, I can afford that, but now that I'm living in Albury and I have a permanent full-time job, I'm kind of thinking, maybe I should start saving for a house. So I'm gonna wanna, like, this gym's a non-lock-in contract, and it's $18 a week for a non-lock-in contract, so I'm really happy with that, compared to $100. And then my mate who's doing the training, he's just happy for me to come play games with him and me to give him a massage every so often, so it's a bit of a win-win. So that Friday, I had a nice sleep in. I love using the Little Rafael girls, they're so cute. And then I walked Storm for an hour, and must have organised some stickers and did some planning. I'm really into flat lays. They are so nice. and I think that one's from Stella Beau Sticker Co. And touch wood, her stuff has improved a lot. Like, I am really impressed with some of the stuff that I've gotten from her recently, except for this 2 full boxes from Foil. But as an update, she said that she sent out replacements, which is very nice of her. I think they have gone to Mum's address, but that's fine. And then we had a game night, and it was a treat night, so we had the Dirty Bird. He had KFC. Saturday was a big day of running errands, but rather than just putting a run errand sticker, I put a sticker and put a little checkbox thing inside. So I worked in the morning, and then once I got back, my friends were here, and we vacuumed, we hung clothes up, we did, we cleaned the kitchen, cleaned the dining room, we decorated the house, and we did all that because it was my housewarming, but also a surprise party for my friend's mum. So Sam and Tani, who I've talked a little bit about on this channel, shout out to them if you guys are watching, their mum Lisa has been an absolute champion with me moving house and everything, and it was her birthday recently, so we decided to have a little housewarming for me and a surprise party for her, because she's a legend and also likes getting drunk with 20-something-year-olds, so it was really good to celebrate her and have people over for my housewarming. But at about 10 o'clock I started feeling unwell, and I'm like, right, everyone out at 10:15, you've got 15 minutes, I want to go to bed. And it was really good that I did that, and so people left when I told them to. You know, sometimes people like awkwardly standing around not knowing when to leave, but I told everyone a time to leave. I am hoping to have another kind of gathering soon, but hopefully I won't feel unwell, and it can go from like maybe an earlier time, so maybe like 5 o'clock, to like 11 o'clock or something, and then by then I'm probably tired and ready for bed, so yeah. And then Sunday I had a bit of a lazy day where I did organise my stickers, clean my room, watch Drag Race, and had a puppy play date with Ironstorm. So I'm still hanging out with Dill, I'm still seeing Aya and stuff, but not heaps, so it's just being this fine line between like, I'm not sure, I don't know how to explain, like, we're really trying to make it work as friends, but it's all kind of how he wants to go with it, I guess, because he's the one that it's more recent for him. Like, for me it's been over a year kind of thing. Anyway, then it was bin night and I watched some TV. This is the rest of the kit. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I have so many more to show you now that I'm back in my planner mojo. Alright, thanks so much for watching, guys. Catch ya!